Okay, so the first thing that I need you to do is go in and download the types of selling worksheet. Once you've downloaded this worksheet, we are going to begin by filling in on the left-hand side. The directions there say describe what you think is involved in each type of selling in the left column and save the right column for the notes. Okay, so I want you to fill in right here. Don't cheat. I mean, I'm going to give you the answers. So I just want you to tell me, what do you think is meant by industrial selling? So right in here, you're just going to type what you think is meant by the word industrial selling, and then retail selling, personal selling, non-personal selling, and e-commerce. Okay, so you can stop this recording, take your time, fill in the responses which you believe this would mean. Do not look up the answers. I will give them to you. Okay, so stop the recording and fill this section in. When you have completed, turn on the recording and move forward. Okay, so if you are joining me now, I have assumed that you have filled in what you believe is meant by each of the types of selling on the left-hand side, and now we're ready to discuss them. So now when I go through and give you the information, you're going to put in the information about each of those types of selling in the right-hand column. So you're going to fill in the right-hand side now. Okay, so when we talk about industrial selling, this is selling business to business. So you're going to make sure that you put in there business to business. You can use bullets if you want, or you can just, yeah, I would prefer bullets. I guess it would be easier for you to use. So businesses often rely on other businesses to produce the parts that they need. So for an example of this would be something like car companies. They don't make all of the parts for the vehicle, say at one plant or by one company. They make the parts all over, even in other countries. Steel companies would sell steel to companies and then that buy it and then melt it down. They would mold it and manufacture the car bodies, and then they sell the car bodies to the car company that would buy it to actually manufacture the car. So as you can see, it's going to go through several processes and maybe even several companies through industrial selling. So industrial selling took place twice in this example and involved three different businesses. If you need to stop or pause this video, please do so and then join back. Okay, moving on to retail selling. When we talk about retail selling, we are talking about selling directly to the customer or consumer. Selling directly to the customer or consumer. When we think about retail selling, we're thinking about things like car sales, clothes, electronics, appliances, groceries, etc. So please put down some of these examples. You can stop this recording, fill it in, you can rewind it, and then play again when you're ready. The next one that we need to look at is personal selling. When we think about personal selling, this is once the customer has already been attracted to the store through promotions and advertising, that's when the personal selling begins. So you're going to make sales presentations to one or buyers at a time, one or more buyers at a time. So for example, you're walking into, let's say, I don't know, American Eagle. And when you get in there, as soon as you go through the door, the salesperson greets you and tells you about the sales that are taking place. That is personal selling. The interaction with customers, people to people. Personal selling, if done correctly, improves customer satisfaction. Okay, moving on to non-personal selling. When we think about non-personal selling, There are no people interacting. That's why it's called non-personal selling. There's no people interacting. A bullet should say advertising, publicity, and sales promotions. What is the difference here between advertising and publicity? You should make two separate bullets here. Advertising. Advertising is the personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, and services by an identified sponsor. You would see this on like billboards, magazine ads, radio and television commercials. These are some forms of advertising. Another bullet in the same area would be publicity. Creating demand for a business or product by placing news in publications, radio, or TV. Publicity is awesome because it's free. Please make sure you note that. And another bullet here would be sales promotion. In the same area under non-personal selling, we're putting sales promotion. The use of marketing devices such as displays, giveaways, and contests to stimulate purchases. All of these things are non-personal selling. If you need to pause the video, please do so, and then rejoin. The last type of selling that we need to take a look at is e-commerce. When we talk about e-commerce, the E stands for electronic, right? So here we're talking about the buying and selling of goods and services over the internet. When your business is e-commerce, obviously you could go global because you are using the internet. Okay, you have completed the notes. Please play back the notes and make sure that you haven't missed anything.